What causes misalignments in the neck? We have a question here from Arabella asking what are the possible reasons there may be a misalignment, particularly in the upper neck, based on one of our other videos. And what we're talking about when we say a misalignment, we're not saying, like a big crazy change or a dislocation or a fracture. There's usually quite small changes, but on a neurological level, it can make a big difference. So say as an example, if there's a slight shift like this, that can start to put pressure on the surrounding muscles, the surrounding nerves, and the nerves which are running through, which we would call the spinal cord. So some of the causes for this typically are going to start with something physical, whether that's going to be accidents, injuries, traumas, even things that maybe a long time ago. They may not cause symptoms straight away. It may be that it causes a change in the body, maybe it puts something slightly out of balance with no symptoms, and then it may only start to cause problems later down the line. This could be something like a low-level car crash, a fall during sports. You play football, maybe you've taken a bunch of headers over time. All of these things may just contribute and sit in the background and build up gradually. After this, the other things which we see most commonly here in the practice, which are still physical, are going to be the more daily things. So postures, habits, sleep positions, and then also other things that people do during their daily lives, whether it's working positions they have, whether it's, say, a certain way they like to sit or to move, all of those physical things. And all those things are going to build some level of imbalance. Again, whether it's accidents, injuries, postures, habits, all these different things. And it would be made worse by two big things. And I would see these more as exacerbators rather than the true causes: stress and fatigue. And when I say stress, I'm talking about, of course, number one, mental or emotional stress, but also chemical stress as well. Chemical stress you can think of as the things we're eating or not eating, if we're not getting enough water, maybe we're having things which are harmful for our body, if we're having a lot of processed foods, all of that is going to lead to a change in the body, which may be, say, more inflammation, or it may be more of a chemical stress the body has to deal with. And I'm not saying that chemical stress pushes things out of place, but if something's already out of place, and there's more chemical stress, emotional stress, mental stress going on, it's not going to fix it. It's then going to push it further in that direction because your body is not perfect. Your body then has to deal with this other problem, whether it's healing this other issue or whatever else it may be. The other factor I mentioned there would be fatigue, and just simply because fatigue or being more tired will lower the efficiency of how everything works in the body. If you think about, say, your digestion when you're tired, a lot of people get acid reflux. They feel like they're indigestion. They feel like they get constipation or sometimes even diarrhea when they have a lack of sleep. That's just one system. How do you think it affects all the other things? It can start to affect immunity. It can start to affect our muscle tension. Things will not be able to respond and recover quite as well if we're not getting enough sleep. So again, it's really down to these three main things, but there's one big one. The one big one is going to be the physical. That's going to be accidents, injuries, traumas, postures, habits, sleep positions. And then it's going to be made worse by stress